Welcome back. Okay, so let's say I borrowed a $5 from someone. Liza, do you have a $5 I can borrow?
Yeah.
Excellent. So I use this $5 on all sorts of things, but then I don't have any money to pay Eliza back. Do you think she'd be upset about it? Probably a little bit, but it's just a $5, so she would probably tell me to just forget about it. But let's say that instead of a $5, I borrowed £100 from Eliza. And then I used it on all sorts of things that I probably didn't need. I mean, for me, it would probably be, I bought a lot of Lego. But then Eliza needs that £100 back, and I don't have it to give to her. Do you think she'd be upset about that? Probably. But wouldn't it be even more amazing if she just told me to forget about it? It would be even greater to be forgiven for the £100 than it would be for the £5. Well, in this story, Jesus kind of does the same thing. Because it's this woman that everyone was getting so annoyed that she was taking up so much of Jesus's time. And all they talked about were the things that she did wrong. Why was Jesus spending time with her? And Jesus said to them, the person who's done more things wrong appreciates their forgiveness than the person who only does a little bit wrong. Now that's quite incredible to think, because we need to remember that God forgives all of us. So have you ever done something wrong or hurt someone, and then did you feel bad about it? Well, the reason we feel bad about it is because God created us for greatness. He created us to not do things that were wrong. But we do, and we feel bad about it. But we can always remember that when we ask God to forgive us, He will say yes. And then what's even better is He forgets about it. Now, if we look in our Bibles, there's a verse in Romans. Because you know what? I've talked to many of you in the past and say, okay, can you think of anything that you've done wrong? And you go, nothing. I haven't done anything wrong. But in the Bible it says in Romans chapter 3, verse 23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. That's a bit tough. None of us are perfect. None of us do the right thing all the time. But we can all say sorry for it. And what's even better is that then in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 17, it says that their sins and their lawless deeds I will remember no more. So what that means is that God just forgets about all of it. You know, when somebody does something wrong to me, like steals my brownies, I can say I forgive you. I can say it's okay. But you know what? I'm probably going to remember it. But God never does. So I want you to just take a moment and to think. Think about some of the things that maybe you've done wrong. Some of the things that you've done that make God a bit sad. So just take a moment to do that. So remember in Hebrews it says that not only does God forgive us, but He forgets everything as well. So it's a bit like this. You know what? I might do things wrong. I might use words that aren't so nice. So I can be a bit mean. Or maybe I want to keep all my brownies to myself. So I can be a bit selfish. Or perhaps, you know what? I think my time is more important than my time with God. And that can sometimes be a bit of pride. And if I admit to these things and I realize that I'm doing it, I can say sorry to God and He'll forgive me. But not only will He forgive me, He forgets about them. And they just go away. It's a bit like this. And soon that'll burn and it'll be gone forever. Just like when we ask God forgiveness, all those things that we've done wrong, he doesn't remember, and they're gone forever. So let's just take a moment to pray. God, we thank you that you know all about us. We thank you that you know all the good things that we do, but also all the things that we do that make you sad. And help us to, admit to those things and to ask you for forgiveness. And we are so thankful, Lord, that when we ask for forgiveness, you do forgive us. And you just forget about it forever. Amen. Okay, so now let's see if we can all remember our memory verse. Our memory verse is in Jeremiah 33:3. And it says, "Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Okay, let's try that again. Call to me, and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. And that's in Jeremiah 33:3. Thanks, parents. There's a PDF sheet for you on the website, and we hope that you use it. We'll see you next week. Bye.